This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Evening Update for Friday, May 29th. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news this evening, police are on the hunt for a man who attempted to rob the Hastings Western Union branch this afternoon. According to police, the perpetrator, who was masked at the time, entered the establishment around 12:30 but was unsuccessful. It is believed that he was armed with a gun at the time. Anyone with information on the incident is being asked to contact the nearest police station or Crime Stoppers. Meantime, police are investigating the circumstances in which a man in his 50s was shot last night. According to Lawmen, the man sustained a gunshot wound to his left calf while in Gill Road in Greenfield, St. Michael. At the same time, lawmen are reporting that their colleague who was stabbed last night while in the city is now in stable condition at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital after undergoing emergency surgery. In other news, the forensic expert called in to perform the autopsy on the body of a 12-year-old Shemar Weekes is expected in the country this evening from Jamaica. Our Emmanuel Joseph has the details.
I was speaking with the Assistant Commissioner responsible for crime management and investigation, Mark Thompson, this morning, and he revealed to me that the forensic pathologist is arriving in Barbados tonight from Jamaica, where he is based. And ACP Thompson also said that the autopsy will be carried out on Monday. Now, the forensic expert's name is Sinajendra Prasad Kadiyala. You will recall that the autopsy was halted on May the 18th about 90 minutes into the procedure, when police officials recognized that there was a need for a specialist in this area, which is not available in Barbados. And ACP Thompson was more concerned with protecting the integrity of the results of the autopsy, beyond question, considering the publicity and high profile that this case of the 12-year-old boy created. And the autopsy itself was started by a clinical pathologist who does not specialize in this area. So the word is that the long-awaited autopsy is now expected to take place on Monday.
Meantime, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, Stephen Lashley, is urging parents and guardians to closely monitor their children's use of technology. He made the call this morning while expressing concern about what he describes as recent shocking occurrences among Barbadian youth. Mr. Lashley maintains that it is the responsibility of parents to do more in setting boundaries for their children and instilling various moral values.
Our parents need to take full responsibility, and persons who are accessing the social media and doing it freely without any kind of supervision is also a problem. And I think parents need to poke their noses more into what their charges are doing. And I fear that we are being a bit too liberal when it comes to how our school children in particular use the social media. And I think that has to be curtailed. We have to support our teachers and our head teachers more. There are a number of societal issues that we have to tackle, and if we don't tackle them, then the economic cost is going to be significant, and that is one. I think we are not facing the issues head on. We're becoming too complacent, and we are allowing a number of our young people to do what they would like to do without any kind of controls.
There is a call for reconciliation between gospel artists in Barbados and their pastors. It comes from Apostle Selwyn Brathwaite as he delivered the annual Joseph Niles Legacy Lecture at the Still Shed last night as part of the 2015 Barbados Gospel Fest. Apostle Brathwaite, who heads the New Kingdom Assembly, described some pastors as myopic saying that they restrict the understanding of ministry to the four walls of their churches. He said that artists are therefore forced to operate without the oversight of their pastors and do their own thing.
Given the importance of both positions and the potential they both have in assisting each other in the biblical mandate, the minister and the artist must be willing to move from their holy positions to center where they can begin the process of reconciliation. The minister must understand his role as a leader, motivator, counselor, and shepherd to a highly specialized messenger, and seek spiritual guidance in preparing the artist for his mission. The gospel artist, as a specialized agent, must be adequately prepared for the mission as a messenger in a ministry that will carry him beyond the boundaries of religious security into a hostile environment where he can become extremely vulnerable to the vices inhabiting the climate.
Guardian Life of the Caribbean is gearing up to introduce new life insurance products in Barbados later this year, but it says parent company Guardian Group must first get the green light from the regulators in Trinidad. Addressing the company's 10th anniversary cocktail reception last night, President Anand Pascal revealed that the plans would see Barbadians having another option when it comes to life insurance products.
We are in development of new products. It's new lines of business to Guardian Group. At this point in time, I'd prefer to leave some of that thunder for when we actually do the launch. I'll say that one is a new line of business and another one is a refresher of some of our existing product portfolio. In terms of when we are expecting to get board approval of those products, in terms of our own process to get products approved by our regulator in our home market in Trinidad. So we'll get board approval, or I guess, over the course of the next month or so. And then once that's done, it'll be submitted to all the various regulators for their own approval. So some of those processes take a little bit of time. I am hopeful that within the next 3 months or so, we should be in a position to start launching in the various markets that we operate in.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
To news from the sporting arena now, and the 79-year-old Swiss Sepp Blatter today sent out a big thank you to FIFA member associates for his re-election. Blatter retained the post after rival Prince Ali bin Al Hassan of Jordan withdrew after the first round of voting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. I thank you that you accepted me, that for the next 4 years I will be in command of this boat called FIFA, and we will bring it back. We will bring it back offshore, and we will bring it to the beach. We will bring it back where finally football can be played, beach soccer, we can play everywhere. But we have to work on that. We have to work on that. We have also to work on other things that we have to do for FIFA in the future.
On the regional scene, students in Jamaica have been banned from playing the Charlie Challenge in schools. The Ministry of Education issued the directive today following reports from several schools of very disruptive behavior by students who allegedly played the game. The ministry also called on parents and guardians to monitor their children carefully outside of school. And finally, China goes on a desperate search for 193 people who they say came into contact with a man infected with the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome known as MERS. The alert comes on the heels of an announcement that South Korea had recorded 2 more cases of the virus, bringing the total to 9. According to reports, officials are searching for those who shared a flight, a bus ride, and stayed at the same hotel as the unnamed 68-year-old man who later checked himself into the hospital where he was tested positive for the virus. So far, 38 people who came into close contact with him have been tested and have showed no signs of the illness. And with that, we come to the end of this week's updates, but we'll be back again first thing Monday morning. Until then, remember, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on iZoomi Media in bus terminals and screenplay at supermarkets or gas station near you. Also tune into Channel 101 online TV and Mix 96.9 FM for all the latest news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. So have a safe and wonderful weekend.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? #sexy.